This video is a guide for the installation of an Elise 48. Further instructions are in the owner's guide. When you unpack the appliance, you'll need to identify all the components required for the assembly of the product. Side panels, location brackets, obscuring trims, plinth brackets, fan box assembly, oven vent, flue trim, towel rail and 2 towel rail brackets. And stability device. First of all, we're going to fit the fan box assembly. There are 6 screws to remove and 1 electrical connection to make. Locate electrical connection correctly. 2 location brackets underneath. Line up the 6 screw holes. And replace all 6 screws. Next, the oven flue vent. Remove 4 screws. Locate the vent. Making sure it's sitting correctly on the rear of the cooker and on the lip. And then refix the 4 screws to secure the vent. Next is the turn of the flue trim. There's 3 screws to line with the keyhole slots. Remove partially out from the back of the cooker. Locate the flue. And tighten once the flue is in position. The cooker comes with 2 rear location brackets for the side panels. These attach exactly the same, one to the left and right, one to the right hand side of the cooker. Removing the 2 screws. Tighten onto the cooker, making sure you have identified the correct bracket for the correct side of the cooker. Once the final location bracket has been fixed, we're going to move on to the side obscuring trims. To fix the obscuring trim is remove 2 screws. And tighten. And repeat for the other side. It is time to move the cooker into its final position, making all the relevant connections. When moving the appliance into its final position, make sure the stability bracket, which should be firmly attached to the wall or floor, is located into the rear of the cooker. For the purpose of this video, we're going to assume the cooker is in its final position and safely located onto the stability device. The side panels now can be placed onto the appliance. This can be achieved if there's kitchen cupboards to the left and to the right hand side of the appliance, and I'll demonstrate this. You have 2 locating lugs. You have a locating lug at the rear and at the bottom rear as well. The side panel is now located. Just need to tighten up the securing screw in the flue trim. We can do exactly the same with the other side of the appliance. Into the locating lugs, push backwards, it locates in the bottom rear corner, and then again we tighten up to secure the panel. Now we can attach the side panels to the appliance. We have 2 location lugs and 1 in the bottom rear corner. They slot in a keyhole slot, ready to be pushed back into position. You can tighten the screw to secure the side panel at the rear. And we could do this again on the other side of the appliance. The appliance now is ready to push back into a position and the connections made. The next step is to make sure the appliance is level from left to right and front to back before the plinth assembly is fitted. This can be achieved by using the pads at the front and adjusting the rollers at the rear. The next step is to bolt on the plinth locating brackets. These help locate the plinth and lock in the side panels. We'll demonstrate this now. The next step is to fit the plinth, which is also the location bracket for the front of the side panels. To be able to fit the plinth, we need to remove the bottom drawer. 2 clips on the runners. Making sure when locating the plinth goes over the 2 nylon washers. Then it moves into position. And fastened from the top onto the 2 brackets you've just fitted. The last part to assemble is the towel rail. Remove control knob, place the brackets on the location pins, tighten up using the Allen key supplied. Look out the towel rail. And finally secure with the last 2 grub screws. Replace the control knobs. Final check. Check all the packaging material has been removed from all the oven cavities and grill cavity.